Hi guys, it's Gail with Pop Culture, back with Tracy Lawrence. Thank you for stopping by
It's
again.
good to see you again.
Can you just keep coming by?
Absolutely, like once a month.
Once a month, it works for us.
It works perfect.
Okay, so we have a really important thing to talk about. Mission Possible Turkey Fry and Concert.
14th year this year. So Tuesday week of Thanksgiving, 26th of November, we'll be setting up in the parking lot of the Nashville Rescue Mission Tuesday morning. We'll cook 500 to 600 turkeys. We'll feed several thousand plates of food to the area homeless around the Nashville and greater Nashville area the week of Thanksgiving. And then Tuesday evening, I'll shift to go over to the Wild Horse and we'll play a concert. I've got Clay Walker, Red Akins, Justin Moore, who I'm touring with next year. My buddies from Halfway to Hazard. We'll set up, we'll do some acoustic songs and auction some items off and raise money for the Nashville Rescue Mission.
Why did you start doing this?
You know, it started off with me and a handful of friends. We had been cooking turkeys and at the house the morning of Thanksgiving and you know, taking orders from old people at church and friends and things. You know, if you set up, it's just as easy to cook 10 as it is to cook 2. And then you can drink 2 or 3 more Bloody Marys. So that was kind of where it started. And then we thought, you know, we love doing stuff for the community. I think this would be a great thing to do. And a handful of us just decided to get together at the mission one year and do that. And it exploded into this thing that's happened. It was just completely organic.
And how many did you say you cook?
I think we cooked about 50 or so that first year. We didn't cook a lot. I mean, we had some issues. I mean, there was a lot of problems with our little setup, but we've learned as we've gone. I mean, we've kind of figured some things out along the way.
And how many will you do this year?
Between 500 and 600, you know, usually about in the middle somewhere. And a lot of it depends on the size. The volunteers back in the kitchen have to debone and bag and things and put it in the refrigeration to feed throughout the week. So when they say, Uncle, the refrigerators are full, that's when we stop.
Do you provide the turkeys or how?
No, we have a sponsor in Arkansas that brings us the turkeys, but we also, I mean, people bring a lot of private donations. I mean, what people don't realize, turkey is the cheapest source of protein that you can get for volume, and that's primarily the meat that they feed at the rescue mission all year long. I mean, they feed a lot of turkey. They roast it and bake it and fry it and boil it and everything else. I mean, they cook a lot of turkey.
So do the people that you're feeding, do they actually come through the line or do they go to the rescue mission or how does that work?
They go to the rescue mission, so we'll cook all the turkeys and they'll take everything inside and they'll debone it and put everything up. They'll also bake a lot of turkeys in the oven throughout the week, so they'll feed all week long.
Wow.
So, you know, they feed 365 days a year. The men's mission, the women's mission, my wife will take the first 120 or so off the front. They go to the women's mission the day that we're cooking turkeys, and her and a group of kids and volunteers half those turkeys, make sides and box those things up in meals for families of 4, and they'll deliver in Wilson County all day Wednesday. They'll to different after school programs. There's a lot, you don't realize that when schools are out, there's a lot of kids that don't eat. So she's aligned with a lot of organizations in Wilson County where we live and distribute stuff locally there. So it goes all over the greater Nashville area.
I know you said you started this when you were just talking about how easy it is to make cookies, but what made you have a heart for the homeless, the impoverished, the food insecure?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, I was raised that way. I grew up doing a lot of charity work with our church and local communities, and I think it's part of the culture of the music industry. Most of the people that I know, the celebrities and people that are in this business, came from small towns, and we grew up with these kind of values, and I think it's important for us to appreciate how different things could be in our lives. You know, one wrong step or something could have gone wrong. We could have all been there very easily, and I know some people that are pretty prominent in other fields around the country that have spent time at rescue missions, you know, and so it can happen to anybody, you know, whether you lose your job or fall in hard times or get in financial trouble or an addiction or a mental illness or whatever. There's a lot of things that can play into that. And there's times that I have to turn my own prejudice and personal feelings off about things, because we all have them, you know, about why somebody's there. This is the time of the year when you remove all your personal issues and say, this is what God wants me to do. And this is what I'm supposed to do to help my fellow man. I think that's very important for us all to do at different periods of time through the year.
I love that. Let's talk about the concert. I mean, that's a pretty good lineup.
It is. It's great this year. You know, usually we do full band and just let everybody kind of have their spot in the show and rotate through. Some people get up and perform songs with my band and bring their own, just different scenarios. But we decided this year it'd be more fun if we all just got on stage at the same time. So we'll just set up in a big line and we'll all go through and tell stories and talk about songs and pick on each other and enjoy some fellowship with my peers and have a good time and probably talk about stories from our own childhood and growing up and just how much this kind of stuff affects each and every one of us. I think it'll be really fun.
That's a great way to kick off the holidays, too.
I think this is kind of the unofficial kickoff of the entire holiday season in Nashville, and that's been amazing for me to see over the years. 14 years in, this is kind of the marker when Nashville kind of shifts into holiday mode. It's exciting to see that this has become one of those things that's kind of the fabric of downtown Nashville.
What are some favorite Tracy Lawrence family holiday traditions?
Oh, no, Thanksgiving is a big holiday for us because we eat a lot, obviously. Usually by the time I get done with the charity work and things that we do, we go right back to the way all this started, and me and a group of friends will cook turkeys Thanksgiving morning while my wife and all the ladies are getting everything ready. We'll have 20, 30, sometimes 40 people at the house for Thanksgiving, and we eat till we can't eat, and we go to sleep, and we watch football, and we get up and we eat some more, and we have a great day. Holiday traditions for me, we used to love to go, we'd take the kids to see the Rockettes every year. Obviously, the Rockettes aren't here anymore, but we like family. We try to gather up with family as much as we can.
You're on the road some this year yet, right?
Not much. I've got a couple of weeks left. The first 2 weeks of December, and then I'm done. I don't go back out till Justin and I kick off next year.
Till Justin and you kick off next year.
That's right.
Are we getting so excited?
I am. I'm excited to see a lot of the video stuff come together for our jumbotrons and get all of those pieces put in place, working out the set list. Justin and I have some encore things that we have to work out. So just putting all the pieces together should be a lot of fun. And he and I share a lot of common ground. We both grew up in Arkansas. We know a lot of the same people and, kind of have a little history of that like that. So it should be a lot of fun for us.
Are y'all going to share the stage?
We will, I think, at the end of the night. The plan is for me to go on and do my allotted time and then probably do my encore. He'll come on and do his allotted time, do his encore, and then we'll get back together and bring some different members of each band and come out and play a handful of songs together, some old influential things.
I want to come to that.
Absolutely.
I'll be there. Last question. So your last album was made in America.
Yes.
New music coming soon?
Probably, maybe an EP the end of next year, but we'll ride this album through the duration of next year. I'm going to take more time to write, so it just depends on how my songwriting goes next year in the middle of the tour.
You going to write with Justin?
We'll see.
He's a good songwriter.
I need to write with him. We'll probably write a few while we're out there.
Okay, so for fans who can't come to the turkey event and can't come to the concert, is there another way they can donate? NashvilleRescueMission.org or TurkeyFried.org. That will give you a layout of perishable and non-perishable things that you can bring to donate. It'll give you information on volunteering, where you can come serve in the food line or do different things at the Rescue Mission. There's a lot of different moving parts to that place. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do to help out. And if you're not in this local community, most of the cities around the country have rescue missions and different things, and they all need volunteers, and they all need help, and they all need food. The thing about missions in general is they're Christian based, so they get no government funding. So it's all private donations and all private volunteers. That's pretty much just the way it works. So if you're in a community and you want to do something, reach out to your rescue mission. I'm sure they'll find something for you to do. And not just at the holidays, but all year long.
Absolutely. 365 days a year, it never stops.
Come talk to us anytime.
Thank you.
For more on Tracy and all your other favorite artists, please visit popculture.com.